And welcome to the Opie and Anthony program.
Good morning.
The O&A virus spreading across America and spreading inside myself.
Is this on? Why
Yeah.
can't I hear myself? Why can't I hear myself? Hello?
You seem very low, actually.
Hello? Hello? What the... Why? What?
Man, we have gremlins in this studio.
You are blasting in my headphones. I can't hear me in my headphones. How about that?
That's today's problem.
That's
Mars, you
today's
better get
problem.
in here.
And it was fine when we left here.
Yeah.
What is that? What?
Hi, Mars.
I hear Opie in the headphones fine. I hear me more than this. It's low. I can't hear me at all. God.
Is that how you wear your headphones? Because each earpiece is like different. Sometimes I notice if I have the cord in the wrong place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How's that?
It's great. I'm being choked by the cord here, but
that works.
I don't know. No, it's still lower than anything else, but
and the meters are all over the place today.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, now it's going to be too loud when anything else plays, so turn it down. Yeah. No, I can't hear myself the way I want to hear it because now it's way too low. This is great. This is just fabulous. Leave it right like that, I guess. And then when music starts, I'll blast my brains out because for some reason we can't have a stable volume here. Hi, welcome back. This is great.
See, now I had to turn up my headphone volume so I could hear you, and now I'm really loud.
It's a constant cavalcade of fuck-ups with this equipment on a daily basis. We talk about it for how many times the listeners hear it. Washington has heard it, and it's still the same. Why? Why can't the headphones work when I get back in here like they did when I left? That's all I'm asking. Imagine you get into your car every morning to go to work. No one else uses your car. It's just in the garage. And you pull up from work coming home on Friday, and then you get into your car on Monday, and your mirrors are all fucked up, there's no oil in it, the wipers are on, the horn blares when you get in. Wouldn't you go, what the fuck is going on with my car? I pulled it into the garage Friday and everything was fine. Why is it all screwed up now? Hello, Washington? Has anyone used my car? No. Then why is it fucked up? I don't know. But we'll send a mechanic next month to take a look at it.
There's something wrong with your microphone in general.
There is something completely wrong with it. Somebody, again, was in here screwing with our studios.
Because the
Who was it?
The meters are all over the place. You are so loud now, it's not even funny.
On the mix, but not through my headphones.
Right.
Yeah.
But you're really loud in my headphones because I had to crank it up just to hear you.
Yeah.
And now when I talk, I have to talk a little softer because I'm blasting myself out in my headphones.
Yeah, somebody was in here, again, screwing with equipment because that's the only way it could be. You wouldn't get into your car Monday to go to work if everything was screwed up and think somebody wasn't in there screwing with your car. That's how this is. It's the exact same situation, only we're driving a silly studio. Unbelievable.
You don't sound right in general.
No, I don't. There's something wrong with my mic.
Besides the volume problem, you just don't sound right.
I don't think it's me. La 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 la. How's my voice, Opie? Does it sound regular, like it does on a daily basis, normal? So it's not. Well, it's not my larynx. It's not my voice box. It must be the equipment. Unbelievable. It's just something that happens on a daily basis.
When are they going to hire someone to be in charge of this channel? Is what I want to know.
Oh, stop it.
There's obviously, day-to-day problems that have to be taken care of, and it seems like this channel is just kind of running itself at this point.
Too busy writing us letters requesting money for travel expenses, apparently. Much too busy doing that. Did you get that email?
Oh, yeah, I got that email.
Please write XM a check for such and such an amount for travel expenses incurred on... Hello? Send me an expense report. I'll get it to you in about 3 months. Maybe. Unbelievable. Try this, Mike? Hello. Hi. What? Hello? It's a little better, but it's Jimmy's mic, and now I have AIDS. Hello.
And besides that, you're really low in the mix.
In the mix, this
But
is
then
low.
again, I bitched about the meters here in New York, and that hasn't been taken care of either. When we go to Washington, the program and air meters go like this. Perfect.
Really?
Up and down, perfect levels at the exact same time. You should see these meters. They jump independently of each other. I don't know what that means.
How is that? Any better?
It sounds good in my headphones.
It sounds better in the headphones.
I don't know what it sounds like in Radioland because according to this meter that I'm supposed to follow, my level is perfect.
Perfection.
And when you talk, you're way, way down here, but I don't know what that means, so.
Yeah.
Could XM please hire one guy to be in charge of this channel?
Yeah.
Please?
And look, now we get people bitching on instant feedback. Stop bitching. It's impossible to stop bitching. How about, hey, douchefuck in Birmingham, Alabama, that says stop bitching. How about you walk in to fuck your sister, right? And you've been fucking her all Friday. Then you come back on Monday to fuck your sister again, and her pussy's all fucked up.
Her pussy's now near her ear.
Right. Wouldn't you go, well, goddamn, what done happened to my sister's pussy? You dumb shit.
You wouldn't be used to, you wouldn't know what to do, because now the
Stop
pussy's
it.
up near the ear.
Say you're out lynching black people on Friday, right? And then you come back Monday to lynch another Negro, and your nooses are all fucked up. You ass. Don't say stop bitching.
People don't understand because they don't do radio. There's only a few things that will bother anyone that does radio.
That's it.
And
Right.
one of them is if you're used to one type of sound in your headphones,
That's it.
and then you come in and that sound is completely different, it really throws you off your game.
Yeah.
It completely throws you off.
If you're saying stop bitching, picture your job, and you just walk around smiling when you get shit on. Is that what you do at your job? You never bitch about the copy machine not working? Huh? Of course you do. There are things on everyone's job that pisses you off, and the one thing we just want is the equipment to work. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, your meter is so messed up. I have no idea what that means in Radio Land.
And instead of writing stop bitching, could you maybe write, I hear Opie and Anthony at the same level. How about helping us out a little bit, listeners?
Yeah, does it sound the same?
I read instant feedback. I'm reading 10 instant feedbacks. Not one is like, guys, out here you sound okay. Nothing. It's stop bitching, shut the fuck up. Asshole from Birmingham sounds good to me. Okay, thank you. Got off his cousin for a second and actually helped us out.
It helped you out? That's hilarious. You know, it's really, really simple. It's really simple. To the gang in Washington, you need a guy, I don't care who it is, to come up here literally for 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Where you show up when we show up.
Yeah.
And then you'll understand what's going on up here.
That's all.
Instead of making all these crazy decisions and be so opinionated when you're way down in Washington.
Right.
The studio is still, it's not a mess, but every day there's some little problem.
Somebody says check the security cameras. Doesn't Poe have security cameras? Do they run on the weekend? Are there tapes? Can we paw through security tapes and catch who's screwing around with our settings?
What amazes me about this is that we're here in New York. They're down there in Washington. The facility in Washington is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, everything runs very smoothly.
Like clockwork, dare I say.
And perfectly.
Right.
I mean, perfect levels. Everything is perfect down there. It's a perfect world. Up here, it's a clusterfuck.
Yeah, it's like we're just hanging on by our fingernails, waiting to fall into the chasm.
And I got to be honest, I have no idea at this point who runs this channel. I really don't.
No.
I'm not going to call anyone out. I'm not going to mention certain names, but I really don't know who actually runs this channel.
No.
And what amazes me, we've been at this about 5 months, and the people from Washington, look, we're all for not having our bosses in our hair, trust me. But it amazes me that no one of high profile from Washington has spent any time up here, except for like a 10-minute meeting here, maybe an hour here, hour there, tops. Well, we're waiting for a train back to Washington, so we stopped by to say hi. But no one has actually come into this building, sat, and dug in, to see exactly what this facility's all about.
No.
And that's why I say today, no one is running this channel.
And that's why I say today,
no one is running this channel.
Mm.
So then we go on the air, and we bitch like idiots, and then the listeners get pissed off, and then we waste time bitching instead of doing a radio show.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you're messing me up because you sound so different in my headphones. It's driving me nuts.
It's like it's not even me. It's like it's a stand-in.
Whoever is running this channel, could they come up here for a few days and dig in and maybe introduce yourself?
Hey, give us a
Oh,
how
you're
do you
the guy. Because honestly, no one has stepped forward in 5 months to show me that they are in charge of this channel. No one.
Post security tapes quickly.
Yes, gentlemen, we have 24/7. So
Oh, so there are tapes, and we could actually review in this studio?
I can get whatever you need, whatever time frame you need.
Are these cameras on?
Yes, they are.
So we could look in the studio and actually see if anybody was in here screwing with stuff.
Yes, you can. You have
All
two
right.
different angles. You have an angle coming from this direction and another angle coming
Poe,
from this
do me a
direction.
favor, though. Saturday from 3 a.m. to 6 a.m., don't look at that piece of the tape.
Uh-oh. Were you in here?
I'm just saying. From 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. Saturday.
3 a.m. to 6 a.m.
Yeah, that might be a problem.
Were you in here?
No, just kidding.
That's funny. You get some Fred Durst type pornography on the security cameras.
God,
No wonder the board's screwed up. Opie's ass is on it.
Uh-oh.
Ew.
In my head this time.
God damn it! Ow! I'm not looking. What are you, insane? I'm not looking at that. Holy jeez, he just hacked up a Wookiee.
Hey, good news, though. It's not green anymore.
Oh. Right when my food comes.
Sorry. I'm maybe 75% today, maybe, but I couldn't stay home anymore.
Is there a particular time that you want, gentlemen? Because I can...
Just find... I don't know.
I guess you could fast forward through it and see who's stepping into the studio at any given moment.
Either that or we
screwing
have,
with things.
like, real gremlins, because it's amazing. Every day something's different.
Yeah,
I shouldn't say every day, because we don't want to exaggerate,
not every
but...
day.
If you give me a time that you need, I can get it for you. But
We
if you
don't
want me to
know,
go-
Paul.
Oh, if I knew what
How
time
do we know?
somebody was in here
No
screwing
average.
around with stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we know for sure it was 4:55 Sunday morning. We don't know.
I know
right.
All we know
Friday when
between-
I left and Monday morning when I came in here. In between
Tuesday.
that,
We're up to
between
Tuesday, right? We're in Tuesday. That's
between Friday and Tuesday.
and Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look at him writing it down.
Just give a look. See if any suspicious characters are in here fiddling with things. We're looking for fiddlers. There you go.
Thanks, Paul.
Thank you, Poe.
No problem, gentlemen.
All right.
It's cold in here.
Yeah, what's up with the...
Not hot.
Wow, why is he pissed?
Is he mad? He didn't
knows?
look mad, did he? Did he seem a little mad?
So what's up with the Fred Durst sex video?
Well, there's a sex video. Someone hacked his phone, and for some reason, he's carrying around video of him having sex on his phone. Somebody got a hold of it, whether they hacked it or somehow got it.
It must have been a proud moment for him.
I get you want to keep it and show your friends. It's like Voss's hard-on picture that he shows everybody. But, you know, people are always losing their phones. Why would you keep stuff like that on your phone? It leads everyone to believe, oh, he meant to do that. Like everyone says that whenever a porn movie gets out. Oh, they meant to let it out. I don't think so.
No.
I think
He's
just
pissed
an
off.
idiot.
He's pissed off and he's suing for like $60 million,
Yeah,
right?
he's suing
or even higher?
$80 million.
$80 million.
Yeah, but he's suing the websites that had released it. He's suing, I guess, the unknown guy that hacked it. Everyone's being sued.
So ready? I'm reading the story.
Yeah.
And I see Fred Durst is suing for whatever, $60-80 million of this sex tape. First thought in my head, small penis.
It looks bad, right?
I'm like, small penis. When Tommy Lee's video, was out there, he wasn't suing anybody.
There's a proud moment.
He's like, right on, bro.
That guy will forever be known to be the guy that has a Louisville Slugger for a schlong,
Right.
and used it effectively on a chick that's probably been banged quite a few
Dude,
times.
the only people that sue over a sex video being released like that are guys that have small penises.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Why would you sue?
You wouldn't.
Because,
It's a proud moment.
obviously it's embarrassing if there's a sex tape out there of you.
If you're a politician or something, but he's Fred Durst.
Right.
What the hell's the thing? He hasn't been in the news for years anyway.
Right, he's a rock star, And if he looked good on that tape and he had a big schlong, he ain't suing anybody.
You'd just be talking about it. Yeah, well, it got out.
And then sure enough, there's rumors, because then I read other articles, and they're like, yeah, the rumor has it the reason he is suing is because he's not that large.
How embarrassing.
So,
Steve, of course, that wasn't up on Foundry Music, huh? You skated that one?
No. There's when the Secret Service and the FBI get involved, you tend to avoid those video clips.
Yeah, they're ruining everything. Like a lot of this stuff that's being hacked and people are finding, they're putting up on websites. Now even the pornographers like yourself, Steve, are getting a little scared to put this stuff up on their sites. And I haven't seen the Fred Durst video.
I have, and it actually wasn't taken off of his cell phone. It was taken off of his. At least the story he's giving is that it was taken off of his personal computer, which he brought in to get fixed. Now,
well, what kind of here's the idiot thing to do number 2.
Right.
It's like that guy, what's his name? Gary Glitter.
Right.
Gary Glitter was brought his computer into hey, bloke, my computer's broken. He brings it in, they go to fix it, and child pornography comes spilling out of his computer.
Big mistake, number 1. I mean, there's all kinds of stories. There's also a story circulating that he was all set to market the thing, like Tommy did with the Pam tape and what Vince did with the Janine tape, and I guess the money just wasn't there, so as sort of a vindictive mood, the pornographer that had the sample just threw it up online, said, screw you, I'm putting it up anyway. I mean, there's all sorts of things. I don't really know. But
where'd you see it?
Someone just sent me a link to a URL. Yeah.
But I usually get the link, but I haven't been able to find that one.
I've got it. I'll give it to you.
All right.
Give us a copy.
Steve's got everything,
yeah.
By the way. And even the stuff you don't find on Foundry that he's afraid to put up for a fear of lawsuits. He gets everything.
But people are just stupid with their computers, I got a new computer about, I don't know, 3 or 4 months ago?
Yeah.
I took a sledgehammer to my old one, and I'm not doing anything that crazy. But I'm like, you know what? I don't even want the possibility.
You know why? You just don't know what's residing on that hard drive.
I took a sledgehammer to it, just in case. I don't trust anyone out there.
Remember my old paperweight back at the other studio?
Yeah.
My old paperweight was my old hard drive from one of my computers with drill holes through it.
Right.
It had been drilled like Swiss cheese, and I just used it as a paperweight. And again, not because, I'm trolling websites that are going to get me in trouble, but you just don't know what was downloaded onto there at some point. You don't know if you put pictures up there. It's just things. You could be safe.
I guarantee there's something on my old computer. I guarantee it.
Must be.
I don't know what it is.
Uh-huh.
I'm not like a lot of these pervies out there, but there's got to be something, especially with all the stuff we get from this radio show.
People send us a lot of links that we click on, and you look and go, oh, boy.
So I was ready to just throw my computer out, in the front of my building,
Nope.
The garbage man will just throw it in, and no one will even, think twice about it.
That's how they
Homeless
find
people are going through my garbage every freaking morning. I can just imagine a homeless guy sitting on my computer back at home base, wherever the hell that is. And
so there's pictures of you jacking on the internet somewhere. Wait, I thought I erased those.
Right.
What happened?
So I'm like, I don't trust anyone anymore.
Yeah.
So I literally did. I took a freaking sledgehammer, heavy freaking hammer, to my computer. Until it looked real bad, and I'm
just
like,
smash
and then I would just throw it out piece by piece.
Yep.
Every day
One piece at a time.
every day was another piece. So if you were really motivated and you want to put together like a computer puzzle, great.
It's that hard drive you got to worry about.
No, I understand.
That's the thing you got to bang up and bend and
bake it.
Bake?
Bake the hard drive.
Really?
Bye-bye.
Put it in the oven?
Put it in the oven. Roast at a lovely 400 degrees for about 15 minutes.
I also threw mine out in the rain. Does that help?
I don't know.
I've heard,
hard drives are sealed very well.
Yeah, hard drives are sealed.
No, everything was, okay.
Yeah, so I've been told by a number of people, bake it, and all day it goes bye-bye.
It was a whole project. I started with throwing it in the rain, then I took a hammer to it.
You got to be safe. People, you just don't know what the hell is on there sometimes.
You just don't know.
And sometimes you do know. You got to drill holes in it.
Let's say hi to John. Hey, John, what's up?
Hey, boys, how you doing?
Pretty good.
Hello, John.
Hey, sweetie.
Hey.
Hey, glad to hear you're back among the land of the living.
Well, I was sick. I've been sick ever since we got back from L.A. I'm convinced some savage on the flight back from L.A. got me sick.
Always. When you get on those planes, it's a flying petri dish.
And it was funny because I saw everyone getting the flu around me, and I was like blocking the flu left and right like a freaking NHL goalie. Like, save. and then I finally got hit.
One got through?
Oh, one got through bad. I got the strep throat, the upper respiratory infection. That was going away, and then all of a sudden, just the worst, heaviest cold hit me Thursday. So I'm glad I only took 1 day off, considering that I'd been sick for about 10 days.
Viscous. Was
Well,
it
I
all
got a suggestion
viscous
for you.
snot?
Normally, I wouldn't suggest following in Norton's footsteps.
Yeah.
But eat some ass or start getting tankled on to boost your immune system.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're all going to be stuck with worse stubs every Monday morning here.
No. Ask Anthony.
We don't take days off.
I rarely take a day off. Anthony knows that. I used to do the show with strep throat because I get it every year. But this one, I needed to take a couple more days.
But hey, love you guys.
All
Howard
right.
Stern blows, punching out.
All right, thanks.
Sam from Kentucky saying, don't mean to scare you, but smashed or drilled, you could still get info off of the hard drive. We know that. If you take it into one of those FBI, CIA labs, they could. But no one's following us around like that. This is just for the casual person that picks it up and goes, hey, let me plug this in and see what's on it.
I just want to make it as hard as possible.
Right.
Instead of having the whole unit laying outside your apartment all night.
You just plug it in.
Right, where someone goes, I can't afford a new computer, and this looks pretty good.
Let me check this out.
Right, that's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Because, you guys have no idea. The homeless people especially, they just comb the neighborhood for stuff.
It's a computer. Let me take this one back to my light pole and plug it in and see what's on here.
But it's more than just the homeless. People are just scavenging through the garbage of New York all the time.
People look. I still actually look and go, ooh, what's that? Like, not even thinking I'm going to ever take anything. But I know growing up, when I was in my early teens and 20s, I never bought a television set. I used to go out, drive around.
Yeah.
I'd pick up a couple of television sets that were out for the trash, black and white, whatever, take them back to my little room I was renting in Greenlawn, and plug them in. Yeah. If it worked, that was my TV. If it didn't, it was back out on the street.
But I didn't start buying stuff until I was 30.
Yeah, me too. It was always just, I never bought any. I had things. I had couches, tables. Don't know where they came from.
I was going to say, to actually go in a store and buy a couch? What?
What?
Are you insane?
What the?
You know how many times I just drove around the neighborhood and would replace my couch that way?
A little duct tape on the armrest if there was a rip?
Yeah, people don't understand. We didn't start making money in this business until very, very recently.
Right.
And especially like the college years and the few years after that, it was all about just combing the neighborhood going, oh, my God, look what they're throwing out over there. That's better than what I'm sitting on now. Then you made sure there was no bugs or anything crazy on it and made sure it didn't rain the night before, and you dragged that couch back to your abode.
Do you remember my apartment in Ashland, Massachusetts? when I
your hovel?
My hovel that I got when I started doing radio. I had the couch I had up there was one of the duct tape couches. We took the better of the two duct tape couches, and it had duct tape on the armrest.
Right.
And I remember when I was going to have a party or a company was coming over, I put brand new shiny duct tape on it.
Are you kidding?
That was me sprucing the place up. I had to put new duct tape because the old duct tape would kind of turn black and rip. So I put new duct tape, and that was me, like, decorating for guests.
The only thing I remember about your apartment in Ashland back there in Massachusetts was two things. All the yelling and screaming. No, just kidding.
The drinking.
No, that's what I was going to get to. You had a 2-bedroom.
Yep.
In Ashland.
Yeah.
I remember distinctly, because I would come over and pick you up. Aunt and I used to carpool all the time, especially in the early days, before we couldn't be bothered with each other.
Jesus. We went in our separate directions as far as where we lived, Opie.
Yeah, if you want to call it that. And your guest room was filled with empties. Do you remember that?
Yeah, we would take them back and get righteous bucks.
Barely, though. That's the weird part. I'm not kidding. I remember a time, maybe it was after a party or something, I remember that you couldn't really walk in this guest room. There were so many empties.
Yeah, you're right, it started in the closet in the guest room.
Right.
I have cases of beer cans, and it would fill the closet up, and if we didn't take it back to the store for the deposits right away, it would start spilling out into the guest room. And just stacked like a cooler at a beer distributor. They were stacked up to the ceiling.
Yeah.
And then I'd have to load them all into the car and take them down to the liquor store. And usually we'd get enough money back to get a couple more cases. drinking was very important to me back in my early days of being married. I had to drink a lot.
Tony from Texas. What's up, Tony?
Yeah, hey.
Hey
there?
Yeah, we're here.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, I saw that Fred Durst video.
Okay.
Yeah, that dude's got a small dick, man.
Does he?
Well, that's the only reason he's suing. Let's be honest with each other here.
Yeah.
Because, he filmed it thinking, hey, man, you only film stuff and keep it if you think you look good on tape, right?
Right.
Sure.
So he thought, hey, I look good, my piece looks good, a nice presentation. But, he's delusional. Other people got a hold of that and looked on and said, Jesus, who knew Fred Durst had a small one?
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking anyway.
Yeah, I don't know if I should mention where I found it, though. You guys never mentioned the site.
Well, all the sites that had it are getting shut down by the FBI, so, yeah.
Oh, really? I downloaded it, so I got it on my computer. It's fucking funny.
Yeah, don't be a buzzkill and
Yeah, let people find it.
yeah, let people try to figure it out on their own.
Yeah.
All right?
All right, man. Punching out.
All right.
Rich is saying you can't handle a booger on a couch, but you can handle urine, semen-stained couch from someone that someone threw away. Yeah, it was the old days. Believe me, I've changed over the years.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Anthony, but
I've completely changed.
slowly but surely he's turning into Howard Hughes.
I can't take.
Because you're right. He's right. You used to not care about a lot.
You're right.
You would come in here with like clothes that looked like it wasn't even washed. Now every day, look at you. You got perfectly clean clothes that pressed nicely.
I've got a new attitude. What can I say? I'm happier now than I was back then.
No, it's all good. But
I think when you're miserable, it really shows. It shows in the way you present yourself. And now I'm a kind of happy guy, so, take a little better care. And I don't want boogers on my couch. And I don't want people getting me sick.
Right.
I don't want people, hacking up big gobs of phlegm in their hand and then shaking mine. Things like that.
Let's go to the phone and say hi to Jim Norton before we move on with the show. People are wondering why Jim Norton's not in studio today.
Ooh.
The show's a mess. I was sick yesterday. Norton's somewhere else. Anthony's playing video games.
Yeah.
Slowly but surely we'll get the pieces back. What's up, Jimmy?
Hey, man, I can hardly hear you again.
Of course you can't.
Hold on, let me turn the air conditioner off. I'm going to bed. I'm in L.A. Hold on a second.
Needs the air
I can't hear
conditioning.
nothing. I thought I was still on the...
He's in L.A. Air conditioning because it's so warm
Hey, Jimmy.
out there.
Yes.
We started the show, of course, bitching again because Anthony's microphone is all screwed up. He's actually using one of the spare microphones because the one he usually uses is a mess today, and no one knows why. No one's running this channel, so why would we get any real answers?
Yeah. Right, of course not.
But honestly, because I want to keep this very accurate, you can't hear us that well?
I can hear you, but I have to be completely silent. It's like when Danny picks up the phone, I heard him pretty clearly.
Yeah.
And you guys sound like you're talking through a tin. It's clear, but it's very, very distant.
What if I do this? Because now I'm just going to start doing stuff, and I don't know what I'm doing. Did that help?
No, let me see. Do it again.
Yeah? How about
How's
that?
this?
Actually, a little bit better.
Ah.
All right. I guess this works. Look, that took me 5 seconds to figure out.
How is that? Good?
Yeah, it's a little bit better.
A little better.
It's not as clear as it would be under a normal phone conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have a new goal this week. I'm going to try to find out who actually runs High Voltage, the channel.
Okay.
And then I'm going to introduce myself and go, hey, maybe you should come up here, spend some time up here so you can really get a grasp of what we go through every day.
Right.
That's what I would do if I was a boss. So I'm going to find out who that person is, and we'll get something done.
But the important thing, little angel, how are you feeling?
I'm about 75%, but I couldn't stay home anymore.
All right. I was a little bit concerned when you canceled D.C. I was like, oh, shit.
I know. Good.
Oh, I had a party hat on and noisemakers. I was dancing around my house.
Yes.
You were happy?
Oh, Jesus, I was happy.
Say what you want about me, but the one thing, man, I refuse to take sick days. I just refuse.
We don't take sick days.
But I felt so awful when I woke up Sunday. It finally really, really hit me. And I just needed to take a day. Even though yesterday I snuck in the park because it was, 60 degrees? And, not to piss everyone off, but I did a little skating.
You're supposed to be in Washington. Too sick to go to Washington, but I'm going to skate in the park.
But Anthony knows I start climbing the walls. I'm not a good sick person. I'll complain more than anyone, and I can't sit still.
Yeah.
I was contemplating going to the gym yesterday. I'm like, what are you doing? So I didn't do that. But then I go outside. It's 60, 65 in New York yesterday, which is rare in the winter, obviously. Also, I'm like, well, I don't think it would hurt. I mean, I would just be walking around a little bit getting fresh air, so why not just do just a little rollerblading, real lightly?
Well, now Sunday you really didn't feel good.
Sunday I did not leave bed.
And that would have been the day we had to get on a train and head down to D.C.
Right.
So, of course, it was best that you didn't go.
No.
Do you think Eric Logan is hearing this and looking at $1,500 worth of canceled train tickets and happily hearing about you traipsing around in a fucking jungle gym when you're supposed to be home in bed?
Well, you know what? But we're very honest on this show. I could have faked it, but that's what happened. That's what happened.
And stupid Ben didn't believe that I was actually coming to L.A. He called me. He's like, dude, I thought you were trying to get me. He's so paranoid.
I wonder why.
Trying to get him. He didn't really think I was coming to California until I was on the plane.
I'll tell you this, though. Saturday night, I went to bed about 8:30. I woke up just to tell everyone there's no way I'm going to make it to Washington. So I slept from 8:30 Saturday night all the way to about 1:32 in the afternoon Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And then started sort of feeling, a little better at that point.
I loved it. When I got the phone call, and it was like, Ope's sick, and we're thinking about not going to D.C. I'm like, already. I'm on the computer canceling train tickets and stuff. I knew we weren't going, and I was happy about it.
Are we going next week?
Yeah, we're going to figure it out. And I want to thank all the asshole listeners that sent me those stupid e-cards.
I heard about that.
Just abusing the hell out of me. Chester hopes you're feeling better.
Yeah, I saw the one with the doggy on it.
Oh, you did
see
from
that
Chester?
One? Yeah.
Yeah, Chester hopes you're feeling better. A lot of doggy cards.
Of course.
And then
Rudy.
one guy writes, hey, ass. Put some Vagisil on and get back to work.
Like your vagina was raw or something.
Yeah, I'm like, gee, only from our listeners.
I get it.
But I got a ton of them. I don't know if they decided to just attack me on one of the message boards, but it was kind of funny.
Well, I've been keeping up my end of the bargain out here. Yoshi, we're trying to get people to wear Opie and Anthony shirts while they're being fucked in porn movies.
Oh!
That my goal is to have an Opie and Anthony shirt on a tranny in a really nasty tranny scene. That's my goal.
Great, thanks, Jimmy. Only the best from you.
Yeah, just to know that the people at XM will be fucking squirming and crying, and they're worried about the image so much.
Yeah, show that to potential advertisers.
Yeah, look what Vanity thinks. Yeah.
Here's the audience we're gunning for.
So you're, it's like 3:40 in the morning out there.
Ooh. Yeah, I come home tomorrow night on the red eye, so I'll probably land like 6-something. I'll be in before 8 tomorrow, I think, but that's the first flight I could take.
Okay.
And
then you're off Friday because you're doing Baltimore, right?
Yeah. I'm only in tomorrow and Thursday.
Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Yeah, it's a weird week for the boys. A sick day. Norton's in L.A. being a TV star.
Mm-hmm.
I think what Norton's going to be is a flop. By this time tomorrow, believe me, I'll be crying into my own hands on a plane.
Oh, stop.
You want to explain what's going on with you, bro?
I had auditioned for a series on HBO, and I got a call back, and they liked it a lot, so they flew me out here to test for the network, which is great. I got to go up, in front of all the heads of HBO. It's going to be fucking nerve-wracking.
Wow, that is nerve-wracking.
Yeah, I went in today for a read with Louie and the producer and the director, and it was really good, just to kind of give me any pointers or tips. And then tomorrow I went for the actual network test, so we'll see how it goes. But I'd definitely love to get this. It's a dirty comedy on HBO, like a sitcom.
Are you saying tomorrow, like Tuesday?
Yeah, I know. He goes today.
Oh, yeah, today. You're right.
It's still,
tonight.
It's still Monday night for you or something?
Yeah, you silly goose. We're way into Tuesday over here on the East Coast.
Well, this is much later than I should be up. I went out and did a spot last night, and, I'm still up.
Where'd you perform?
Just this fucking awful L.A. open mic. Horrible.
L.A. open mic?
Yeah, I just went on just to get on stage. I saw,
Yeah.
I went over there with Yoshi and, Brandon Iron, the guy who did the Slap Happy films.
Oh, yeah.
Those are the only guys I hang out with. And any guy who can choke a chick with his dick, I want to hang out with him in Los Angeles.
3 perverts.
Brandon scares me because we interviewed him in L.A., and he seemed very, very normal, nice guy, but I've seen him on film, and, I mean, there's a drastic contrast.
Brutal.
Yeah, he really does strike a blow for all of us when he does what he does.
I mean, we talk about the psycho factor in my head.
Yeah.
It's nothing compared to what goes on in his head. I mean,
When he sees a girl's mouth, it's like Bernie Getz seeing someone smashing his CD. He just loses his mind. He can't take it.
Well, I was talking to him tonight, and he said that he had started out like the same as me, like he was an escort freak, like he just loved them, and he finally decided that he was running out of money, so he just started to film it and make cash doing it. That's
wow.
in the business. The fact that he was a pervert and he was going broke.
Now that's brilliant. Speaking of which, did you see the Fred Durst sex video?
No. His mule was really small though from what I saw.
See?
How embarrassing.
Wait, from what you saw or what you heard?
No, I saw a photo.
Oh, you did?
And it looked like he was packing like 5. I'm like, yuck.
Eek.
Well, see, you weren't listening to the show, obviously, but we started by talking about that. And, you know, I was reading while I was sick yesterday, and there's an article where Fred Durst is going to sue for $60 to $80 million over this sex video that was, you know, that someone pretty much stole off his computer or off his phone or whatever.
Right.
And the first thought I had was, small dick.
Yep.
Because why would you sue if you were packing?
Yeah, he really was not packing at all. You can find the picture somewhere, but I was very unimpressed.
Did it have girth at least?
No, it just had nothing.
Oh.
Had nothing. It was like the nose of an aardvark fetus.
That's why Britney Spears has denied having sex with Fred Durst. She never knew what was going on.
Yeah, it was gross and small, and he should sue. I wouldn't want that in public either.
What do you usually hear about him? Rumors about Playboy models at the mansion or something that he's banging? You never really see him with any hot starlets or anything.
No, he probably just finds one girl that can keep her mouth shut and sticks with her.
Oh.
I don't think girls like small penises.
Comes old needle dick.
Yeah, no, they don't. They like money.
I love girls that say that, you know, they don't mind a small penis as long as he knows how to use it.
Motion of the ocean.
No, I mean,
you know what that means? As long as you know how to use it, as long as he can slap my face with it in a Bentley. That's what that means.
I don't think they want a massive hog, but they want something nice. I'm thinking
there's a line between Fred Durst and Ben somewhere.
Right, exactly. There you go.
I think it's me.
There you go. All right, well, Jimmy.
I know. You're going to let me be. I'm
no, not at all.
Let you be.
You kidding me?
Hey, screw us saying that. You just don't want the HBO people to say that. All right, Jim, we're going to let you be.
But I'm only halfway through, guys.
All right.
Well,
all right, we're going to let you go.
It's been fun. Now, we were also talking, we might as well get your opinion on some of the stuff we've already covered. We were talking about, you know, well, basically, I said I got a new computer recently because we were talking about this computer stuff and people stealing crap off your computer. Usually it's when you're naive and you go to a computer store because something's wrong with your computer, and that's when they find all the evilness on your hard drive.
Porn spills out.
So I got a new computer recently, and I'm not really doing much of anything with my my computer use, but I still made sure I smashed the crap out of it to make it as hard as possible for someone to, you know, put the thing back together to see what I had on it.
Right.
And I'm not really like one of these. I could just imagine what's on your hard drive.
Nothing illegal, just a lot of really gross things.
Yeah,
really?
Well, and you probably wouldn't want that to get out there is what I'm saying. Like, what do you do with your old computers?
Well, my one hard drive, I traded my hard drive, and I just took it out, and I'm gonna throw it out, but I don't know how to completely destroy it. We're like the same problem, you know, where no one can ever retrieve what's on it.
Right.
Because there's a couple of pictures of my mule, you know, nothing horrible. That's the first thing I do when I got my digital camera. I just started snapping dick pictures and mailing them to people.
Are you kidding me?
No. I got like 8 pictures of my mule. And there's one really good one, but my fat stomach is in it, so I can't send that one out.
Well, crop the damn thing.
I know. I got to talk to one of these Wackbag Photoshop experts. Maybe Cage can help me.
I can imagine that. It's like a scene out of The Sopranos when you have to get rid of a hard drive. You, like, rent a rowboat.
Oh, yeah, take it out.
And cinder blocks and
chains.
Chains.
Yeah. Make sure it sinks and stays there.
Right. Goodbye, hard drive. Splash.
It's nothing awful. Like, I don't like kiddie porn or any, rape. It's just, it's just embarrassing, filthy things that I've downloaded.
Well, that's what I said to Anthony. I mean, we do this radio show, so you got a lot of the sickos will send you stuff, and there's a lot of stuff I don't even click on anymore because I think I've seen it all, but who knows? So I know if someone had my old computer, they'd find something.
Sure.
You don't know what you're clicking on. We get a lot of listeners sending us stuff, and you're clicking on things. You don't know what that's putting on your computer sometimes. So.
That's so funny that everyone is now paranoid about that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, how to dispose. That would be a great business.
I think there is a business, but they would probably take it and look what's on it and
but kind of like
in trouble.
Kind of like Harvey Keitel from Pulp Fiction. The guy,
right.
the guy comes over to take care of your hard drive. Right, the wolf.
Mr.
Right.
Wolf.
Mr. Wolf.
Now, but there are those programs you can put on where they kind of like paper shred everything by going over it like 6 times or something like that.
I got one of those.
Yeah, but does it really kill it if they want to get it?
Yeah, supposedly it completely takes care of it.
Really?
Because a lot of times when if you just throw something in your wastebasket on your desktop, it's still there in your hard drive, not even affected, just waiting to be written over.
Yeah, if it gets written over by chance, it's gone.
Yeah, but it's still sitting there, and it can be found. So this kind of writes over it many times.
All right, guys. Well, I will be in tomorrow morning with bells on, right off a plane.
He gave us an all right, guys.
Oh, my
God. Now you're letting us go?
Are we that boring?
No.
Boy.
Oh, boy. We're going to have a bad show now.
I knew it.
I can hardly hear you guys. I can hear you a little bit, but I don't want to. It's when you can't hear, I don't want to just jump in and step on people.
All right, Jim, we're going to let you go.
I know. Let me be.
So, you have the big audition today?
Yeah, man.
That's pretty cool.
Break a leg.
Yeah, thanks, man. It's at 2 o'clock L.A. time, and I'm going to go right from there to the airport. You know, if that's not symbolic of how it's going to go, nothing is.
No, I think it's going to go great. I think this is I think this is it, bro. I think this is the one you've been waiting for.
Nah, it's just a nice thing to do. I mean, to test in front of the network is nerve-wracking, so I'm getting my first one of those out of the way.
By the way, because I know there's going to be speculation all over the place, we're not losing Jim Norton as far as the radio show goes.
Absolutely not.
You know, we're going to figure. I mean, whatever. He has to get through the audition and all that, and we'll figure it out from there. But
yeah, no, I'm not going anywhere. Boys.
But we fully support Jimmy, and we're very excited for him. This is a very good opportunity that came along. So
you'll be back on the show tomorrow, Jimmy?
Yeah. My plane. I think my plane lands at like 6 something. I wish I could get an earlier one, but I can't. That's the first one I can grab is 9:55 p.m.
Yeah, so you come right to the station, right?
Now I can't hear you at all. You turned it down, didn't you?
I swear to God, it did not.
No.
Like I said, though, I'm going to introduce myself to whoever runs this channel, and hopefully we'll start getting things done.
Yeah, get that stuff fixed.
Or I'm just going to take myself off the air, and I'll just freaking run the channel. What
was wrong with Ant's microphone? It just wasn't working?
Huh? Yeah, it's still just sitting there next to me, just useless.
Yeah, and no one knows why it wasn't working this morning, and, you know, whatever. But we bitch too much, you know?
Yeah.
Well, no, you shouldn't bitch. What you should just do is have one person talking and the other person trying to talk into a dead microphone, and then when they wonder what's happening, you can explain that the microphone is shitty.
Yeah, there you go. But then we'd be complaining.
No more complaining now.
No more. All right, thanks, Jimmy.
All right, guys, good talking to you.
Good luck to you. We'll see you tomorrow, all right?
Thanks, man.
All right.
Bye.
There he goes.
Cool. I didn't know he was calling us today.
I saw Jim online last night on Wackbag, just laying into somebody. He makes such an effort. Like, I'll read Wackbag, and if somebody's bashing the show or something, I'll comment, but I'll try to keep it a little humorous and entertaining for the rest of the people on the message board.
Right.
Jimmy just attacks, and it's ruthless, and he's calling the guy's mother a cunt and things like that. Like, he's just personally brutal to people.
I got to be honest, I'm looking forward to new message boards popping up. Because I think what happens with some of these older message boards, and they support the show, and they, you know, and I obviously appreciate that. But what happens with these message boards eventually, you know, they're hardcore fans, and they don't want to talk about what's good about the show. We can have a show we know, as radio guys, we know when we suck. You don't have to tell us. We know. We go home and beat ourselves up. We start beating ourselves up as soon as the show's over. Right. We know that. But what's interesting is we can have a show where 3 hours and 50 minutes just killed. It was just like we're in the zone, hitting every jump shot, slam dunking, and then we miss a few free throws. There's like a 10-minute segment that just flat out blew.
Yeah.
Because to do this every day, 4 hours of original programming, it's almost impossible. Mm-hmm. It's almost impossible. But the problem with a lot of these message boards, they'll take that 10 minutes.
Yep.
And they go,
tear it apart.
And just rip it apart and just completely ignore all the good stuff about that particular show.
That's what you're going to get, though.
Yeah.
I don't mind Wackbag. They keep things nice and clean over there and tight. And there's just a couple of people that are real douchebags that insist on, you know, picking everything apart. And then you lay into them a few times. You make Photoshops, you know, have a little fun with them. But for the most part, they're pretty cool over there.
And then it's frustrating that people out there have no idea what everyone's roles are on the show.
Oh, I know.
Well, and then they try to, do a divide and conquer.
Yeah, that works.
And it's like, you know, you guys just don't understand what it takes to put a radio show together.
Some guy last night, and this is what Jimmy laid into, didn't like Jimmy's bit that he does with, you know, my friend of mine.
That is one of the most unique bits I've heard.
It's funny.
Excuse me, have heard on radio in years.
But now to argue whether it's good or not, it's all subjective. Somebody likes it, other people won't. That's fine. But this guy then starts saying to the effect of, it's not the type of stuff Opie and Anthony want on their show. So he's speaking for us, Opie. This tool is on there saying he knows what we want for our show, and Jimmy, that ain't it.
It's almost like we have no control over it.
Right. And Jim laid into this guy, and I was gonna, and I was on there, and then I'm like, why bother? Screw it. I'll get back to poker.
Yeah.
Which I played yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Poker. Probably 15 straight hours yesterday where I was I'm watching TV at the same time, but then, just leaning over, playing a little, and my eyes are fucking killing me today. I have computer hangover. I'm looking at the screen here today, and I feel like a pain behind my eyeballs.
It's kind of funny you just said that because my mom has OCD really bad. And
You're a chip off the old block.
I thought I skated it, but it's getting worse as I get older. And this stupid trio that I'm holding, that's why you're hearing the buzz. I cannot stop playing. You guys are going to laugh at me. Solitaire.
You play Solitaire?
Solitaire there's no skill to Solitaire at all. But I have to, if I pick up this trio, and I play one game of Solitaire, dude, if I played one game of Solitaire right now in the air,
you wouldn't be able to stop.
I would not be able to stop.
You're a lunatic.
I swear to God. Or I would just, put my trio to the side, and I would just keep looking at it, knowing I have to play.
I gotta play Solitaire.
Have to play until I beat the game. Sometimes that'll take an hour, but the last time, it took 5 hours.
You played Trio Solitaire 5 hours.
5 straight hours. I have to play until I win.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Someone has got to take this trio, I'm not even lying, and get the Solitaire out of this, because I don't know how.
No.
Because I cannot be tempted anymore. It is wasting my life. Dude, 5 hours. If it's Grand Theft Auto or Tiger Woods Golf, something like that, who cares? Yeah, 5 hours, it's a lot of fun. But it's just mindless stupidity, and I cannot stop.
Yeah.
I cannot stop myself.
That's some kind of mental problem.
Huh?
That's some kind of mental problem.
It's something that just keeps clicking in my brain over and over again, over and over again, over and over again, over and over again, over and over again.
At least I'm playing for money.
No, I understand. I understand that it's a definite problem. I finally realized that yesterday, and then I was staring at this. I was in the biggest losing streak since I started this ridiculous thing, since we got this trio, and just like you just said, I was looking at this little screen for so long. I actually looked back up at the TV, and then my clock that's near the TV. I couldn't see what time it was.
Yep.
My eyes I could not focus. It hurt.
You get a computer screen hangover.
And then it's not even fun when I do beat the damn thing. I get no enjoyment out of it.
No satisfaction?
No! I just want to start over again.
Boy, if that isn't an addiction.
It is an addiction. It's bad. It's real bad. At least if it was a cool game on this.
Yeah.
It's Solitaire.
You have a computer at home. You could be playing some cool stuff.
I understand.
Solitaire.
But it's just mindless, like, the jack goes under the queen. The 10 is over here. Move the king over here.
No skill.
Put the 2 back up over the ace. Over and over again. Then I go out eating in my neighborhood, and it's portable. So at least if it was like on my computer, I could walk away from the computer. But it's so handy. Look, I just throw it in my back pocket, and now my Solitaire addiction's with me wherever I go. Wherever I go.
Well, if it makes that sound on the mic, you won't have to worry about it because I will smash.
All right. I'm not even kidding. Someone has to get the Solitaire out of this trio today.
Some guy has the same problem with the Yahtzee on the phone.
Really?
Yeah, if I get the high score, I have to beat it. Yeah.
Well, know what was even worse? I got over this addiction.
What?
My old phone. The only way I got over this addiction was my old phone had that snake.
Oh, dude, on the turlet? When you're on the bowl and you got the phone with snake on it, you're just sitting there. Snakes coming out of your ass. You're playing with one on the phone. Sure.
Well, the Yahtzee guy reminded me that was the addiction, and I got over that because I got a new phone that didn't have Snake. Simple.
Yeah.
I didn't have to search out Snake at that point. It wasn't around. That's why I know if I get the Solitaire off the tree, I'll be fine. Dude, I played Snake so much that I thought my hands were arthritic.
What a lame game that
because
is.
it's on the tiny phone, and I always had to play until I got the high score.
Uh-oh, I boxed myself in.
Right, and every time I got the high score, they got higher and higher and higher. It was harder to get, to beat that.
Of course.
So then the length of the game would go from, just minutes to hours on end. Hours on end on my stupid tiny phone instead of enjoying, enjoying the outside or something.
I need graphics-intensive games.
It's the simplest games that do it to me. It sucks. It absolutely sucks. Spider Solitaire. Someone was telling me about that the other day. Silver Smith, what's up?
Yo, have you played Spider Solitaire before?
Oh my God, should I take this phone call?
Hello?
I don't know if I should listen.
Why?
Because I know I could get over the Solitaire addiction. What is Spider Solitaire?
Spider Solitaire is just a different version. It's on Windows XP. I don't know. As soon as I started playing Spider Solitaire, I get addicted. I play that thing for like 12, 13 hours.
But explain what
you play it, and you have to play it while Joe Pesci's shooting you in the foot.
Hey, Spidey!
You stuttering prick, you.
Yeah.
I thought you said Spider. I thought you didn't need a drink.
What's the difference between Solitaire and Spider Solitaire?
The difference between Spider Solitaire and regular Solitaire is that oh damn.
Go ahead, hang in there. Let's go.
All right, I'm just saying the difference with the Spider Solitaire is that you got to line up all the cards from king to ace all the way in perfect suit, and it goes away basically. All right, I suck. Punching out.
Yes, you
Thank
do.
God your explanation stunk.
That's a great explanation.
I will not be searching out Spider Solitaire after that explanation. All right, why don't we take our first break, Anthony?
I thought you said you were okay, Spider.
All right, we got lots to do today. We got a lot of catching up to do. We got these are brand new Ramon promos.
Mm-hmm. Ooh,
more Ramon
from the listeners.
From the listeners.
Oh, those are always so nice. Not creepy at all.
Also, we got Laughing and Queefing. I have no idea what that is. I'll have to ask Steve.
Is that a new show on Fox?
And then Diary of a Dead Dog.
Oh, is this from... Man, what a reaction that tape got. That clip we played, that Diary of a Fetus.
They're saying best bit since we've been on XM.
I listened to the replay, and, I was here when we were playing it, and I was laughing. Listening to the replay. Man, that is brutal.
Yeah.
The day Mommy killed me.
You know what they liked about that? That just came out of nowhere. We didn't do the big setup. We just went into it. And I
had never heard it.
I heard the first part of it. I knew it would be, we'd have some fun with that. But, a lot of the things we do, we'll preview maybe the first few seconds of stuff, go, okay, we can work with this.
Yeah.
I had no idea, like everyone else in the studio.
I never heard it. Jimmy never heard it.
Yeah, that it was going to end with, today my mommy killed me. I had
the
no
song.
I had no idea that it got that good at the end, so.
What a keeper.
So I guess someone is playing off that, and they sent in Diary of a Dead Dog. By the way, Diary of an Unborn Child, I want that up on the websites.
Yeah, should, definitely.
That's because there's a lot of people that don't have XM out there. A lot of your friends, you could go, hey, you don't have XM yet. Well, listen to what they did. This is, this is top shelf stuff. Top shelf.
Top shelf.
Oh, Tetris. Don't even get me started with Tetris. Don't even get me started with Tetris.
That was a good one.
That was another one that hours upon hours. I mean, you talk about EverQuest and all that.
Yeah.
How you spent, days on end.
Days, weeks.
It's Solitaire for me. It's the stupidest game.
Minesweeper is another one that was like... Yep.
Yeah, I never got into that one as much, thank God.
Played the Minesweeper.
Most offensive song by Tom.
We don't... Most offensive song?
What is that?
We haven't even started that contest yet.
All right, a listener sent that in. And there's a lot of... I'm trying to think. Well, there's a lot of news. And then there's... Okay, I'm just looking around. Oh, yeah. All right, and then people are sending in their tribute bands already.
Mm-hmm.
We have what today? We have a Judas Priest tribute band.
What are they called?
I don't know.
It's always something to do with the band name or one of their songs or album titles.
We have a Foo Fighters tribute band.
Ooh.
and a Iron Maiden tribute band.
Ah.
And I think, I mean, this is very brave. A Led Zeppelin tribute band? Are you insane?
That is brave.
Are you insane to try to be a Led Zeppelin tribute band? Oh, God, someone wants to explain Spider.
Oh,
no. Don't do this to me. Trisha!
Hey!
You see,
Hey,
hold
Trish.
on. You see the addiction? It's right here.
Yeah.
Because now I need to know. Go ahead, Trisha.
Okay, the Spider Solitaire is 4 decks of cards, and what you do is you put them in line from king downward to ace, king, queen, whatever, and it spreads out. There's it's either 4 or 8 decks of cards, and as you put them all in order, they disappear. Did you say something?
No.
We're listening. Go ahead.
Okay, so as you put them all in order, and it takes 10 minutes just to put one in order, so it ends up taking you hours. I worked at a sheriff's department, and I would sit there and just play this game for 8 hours on end, trying to beat the game, and you get good at it to where you can beat the game like every other hand.
I never understand card rules. I'm one of those people that I can play, and if it's being played long enough, I'll pick it up. But whenever anyone has explained rules to card games to me, I am retarded. Things like gin, rummy, things like that.
Yeah.
People have tried over and over to teach me these games, and I'm like, what? And then you take this, and this is the trump card, and then this, and I'm like, what? What the? I have no idea. I'm retarded. I had no clue what she was just talking about with Spider Solitaire.
All right. Just to give you guys an idea how bad this is, okay? It keeps track of your stats.
Oh, it does.
All right? Now, let me make this perfectly clear. I only started this maybe a month ago. Maybe, okay? I think it's been less. I have won 22 times playing Solitaire on my trio.
Ooh.
I have lost. Are you ready for this?
All right.
It's Solitaire, you asses.
Solitaire.
1,458 times.
Are you kidding me?
1,458 times I've lost.
You've played that.
So I've played this a total of just about 1,500 games.
Ooh, what's up there?
What?
I don't know. I saw something on the screen. What was that?
What? Don't do it, dude. The show will be over. You have no idea.
Stupid Eric. He's popping Solitaire up on his computer screen.
Best winning streak, Anthony? 2 games in a row.
2 in a row. You must have felt like king.
Here it is. And this is, remember I explained, I have to play until I win?
Yeah.
My worst losing streak? 349 games in a row.
No.
Who just yelled, "Oh my God"?
Oh my God, from the other room. Dude,
349 straight games until I won. Just in case you guys thought I was joking about this.
How
or
many
exaggerating.
games total? How many games total?
Just under 1,500.
1,500. How long does each game take, would you say?
So,
Average. Average it
yeah,
out.
I guess you get through a game in a minute.
Really?
More or less.
A minute.
Yeah, because then I start playing. Because then I'm so obsessed with just winning, I'll just play speed rounds, as fast as I can instead of really focusing. Because then you're missing obvious moves. You know what I mean? Speed rounds. But there was one time, because it keeps track, worst losing streak, 349 games, and I know I never put this down until I finally win.
Right.
So 349 games.
You have to win before you put it down.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yes.
You're crazy.
I know.
You're completely insane.
I know. I have lost 99% of the time.
Wow, you're really bad at it, too. Yeah, it feels, Opie, you suck at Solitaire.
I know. I think there's a move I'm not thinking of.
Mm.
Maybe I should read the rules. Anyway. All right, why don't we take a break? Prison Solitaire, don't get me started. Knows how to make a dick bigger. All right, we'll take one more call.
Yeah, that's an important one.
Hey, Mark, what's up?
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, how are you? How does one make a...
Shit, I got my radio on in the other room. I can't hear you.
What an ass.
You dick.
What a tool.
It's okay. I'm cool. I'm in the bathroom. I'm all by myself naked.
No, we
All
don't want to know that. But what do you have for the show today?
I'm curious. You're talking about, what's his face is a little Twinkie and all that. What if, let's say, hypothetically, that you had a small penis? What could you actually do to make it bigger?
I've never had that problem, so I have no idea.
I don't care if you ever had that problem.
Wait, you got a small dick?
Well, if I push real hard on the ruler, I'm sporting at least a 6.5.
Push hard on the ruler?
You have to push way down?
6.5 is average.
Yeah, I guess
Wait a minute.
So
I heard that 6 was average, but
Yeah,
that's pushing hard on the ruler.
Well, you're pushing hard on the ruler right now?
What are you measuring from your asshole?
You're a dick, but I love you anyway. No, it's, just a second, let me turn this noise off in the background.
Dude, we don't need you to... I don't care. Why are you measuring your dick on the show?
I'm not measuring my dick on my show. I'm not naked. I'm fully clothed. I was being hypothetical, humorous. Look,
it wasn't working.
I got a buddy who says he has one of those dick pumps,
right?
And he says it works really well, but I've also heard that it doesn't work good.
Honestly, I have no idea how to make your dick bigger. I was reading the newspaper, I think over the weekend, and they have these blind boxes about celebrities and stuff in one of the papers, and they're talking about some guy who's recuperating at home because, his dick enlargement surgery went bad.
Oh!
Have you heard about this? Do you know that you could actually pull more dick out of you?
Yeah, they cut that tendon. That if you feel your pubic bone and your right where it meets your schween when you have an erection, you'll feel like a tendon there, and they cut the tendon.
And then they can pull more out like a vacuum cord.
And your schlong kind of falls out of your abdomen a little, your lower abdomen a little more.
I hear you could gain, I don't know, an inch or two.
But now your boners won't stick up. They'll kind of just hang and stick straight out a little bit. And it really only increases the size of the flaccid. It doesn't really help as far as...
How do you know a little bit about everything?
I read... You know something? I read about...
I consider myself a pretty intelligent guy, but
anything
you amaze me on a daily basis.
Transom.
Every day you have a little knowledge on something.
I think I am in front of a computer reading wherever my travels take me all day long. It's one of those things where I'll be reading about car engines, and somehow I'll end up learning something about making your schlong longer. Yeah. I don't know how I got there. There's some kind of progression that takes you there, but yeah, and I must say the computer has really helped me and educated me over the years.
If someone could take the Solitaire off my trio,
maybe
I too could learn about how to make my dick longer.
Yeah.
But I've heard they do pull it out a little bit.
The vacuum hose is a good analogy.
All right.
Here you go.
All right, why don't we take our first break?
Yeah, I got this delicious sandwich next to me. I haven't been able to take a bite. Jimmy's not here for me to, relax a little bit while he talks so I could eat. So I'm going to starve today. This is going to be a 4-hour tuna sandwich I'm going to eat.
I have no idea what we're going to do next. There's a lot of stuff we got to organize here. And then we got Chuck Vincent coming in. Vincent from Last Comic Standing. He was one of the producers, and he has video that he took of Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson video. I wonder what this is about.
You know when Michael Jackson jumped on the SUV or whatever, and made...
Doing his dance moves?
Yeah. When this whole thing started out there in California, Chuck was the cameraman for that, hired by Michael Jackson or something.
By Michael. Yeah,
and then he's got, I guess Steve has seen the footage. Maybe we'll get Steve in after the break, but supposedly, do you know, Ben?
I saw a brief moment or two of the footage. Steve saw a lot of it, but he's in a hotel room with Michael, and
really,
Michael's talking about Las Vegas and how he created the whole family environment, and it was all his idea to bring in the children to Vegas. He's out of his mind, and he's whiter than all of us.
Are we allowed to play some of that audio on the show?
I don't know that. Steve would know. Steve was the one. I was busy. Steve watched all the video with him. So.
Well, we'll see what Chuck has today. I don't know. I don't know if he has anything that is...
we'll check it out.
Yeah, but we'll check it out. All right, why don't we hit that button, Derek, and we'll continue.
Like sands through the hourglass.